Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning Made Easy. In this video I am going to take a grammar portion for grade 10 and from that I have selected Samas. Okay, so let's begin the chapter Samas. Now first I'll begin with what actually Samas is. That is, let's see its definition. समास का तात्पर्य होता है संक्षिप्तीकरण। इसका शाब्दिक अर्थ होता है छोटा रूप, अर्थात जब दो या दो से अधिक शब्दों से मिलकर जो नया और छोटा शब्द बनता है उस शब्द को समास कहते हैं। So I'll explain to you in simple English. Samas is where two meaningful words, okay, two words that has its own meaning, joins together to form another word which again has a meaning. You'll further understand when I give examples further. So two words that has its own meaning then joins together to form another word that has its own meaning. It is called a samas. दूसरे शब्दों में दो या दो से अधिक शब्दों से मिलकर बने हुए एक नवीन एवं सार्थक शब्द को समास कहते हैं। मतलब when two words join, as I said, and a naveen शब्द, naveen means a new शब्द is formed which is sarthak. Sarthak meaning जिसका कोई अर्थ हो, means which has some meaning. The word that is formed again has some meaning. Now there is an example here, जैसे रसोई के लिए घर, इसे हम रसोई घर भी कह सकते हैं। रसोई के लिए घर। Now रसोई घर means kitchen. Okay, रसोई means kitchen. घर means a room. Here it actually denotes a room. A room for kitchen. So but that again becomes a word, a new word that means kitchen. रसोई घर. Okay, we'll see, understand it further. सामासिक शब्द समास के नियमों ने निर्मित शब्द सामासिक शब्द कहलाता है। इसे समस्त पद भी कहा जाता है। समास होने के बाद विभक्तियों के चिन्ह गायब हो जाते हैं। Now what does this mean? I'll explain it to you by using these examples. विद्या के लिए आलय. As I said you earlier, here vidya now means education. आलय means a place. Okay, so this sentence means vidya के लिए आलय, विद्या के लिए for education a place, आलय, which becomes Vidyalay. Now what is that place name? School. Again that is a word that has its own meaning. Okay, next example. हाथ के लिए कड़ी. हाथ means hand, कड़ी means whatever you wear on your hand. हथकड़ी, you know, handcuffs. Okay, so see how two different words that has its own meaning is related with the words here in between के लिए. It's not necessary always it is related with के लिए. Okay, in these two examples we can see it is used के लिए and it forms a new word हथकड़ी. हाथ and कड़ी forms a new word हथकड़ी. नील है जो कमल. Okay, kamal is a flower, neel is blue in color. So flower that is a blue in color. Now what is its name? What is that flower's name? Neel kamal. This is how you understand. Okay, now next thing for samas what we have to know is purva pad or uttar pad. Now pad means a word. Okay, pad means a word. So here now we are going to see that how a single word can be further broken into two words. Okay, how a single word is broken into two words. Now those two words, the first word is called Purvapad and the second word is called Uttarpad. You will understand when I explain it with the example. समास रचना में दो पद होते हैं। पहले पद को पूर्व पद कहा जाता है। So in samas, when we form a samas word, it has two shabd. Two pad means two shabd. And first two part of word is called पूर्व पद and the second और दूसरे पद को उत्तर पद कहा जाता है। इन दोनों से जो नया शब्द बनता है वो समस्त पद कहलाता है। And the new word that is formed is called the समस्त पद. Let's see the example. पूजा घर. Okay, now पूजा घर is the समस्त पद here. How from two words this word पूजा घर is formed from two words. Here पूजा stands for पूर्व पद, that is the first part of word, and ghar stands for uttar pad, that is the second part of the entire samast pad. The entire word puja ghar is a place where we do puja, where we do worshipping. Hindus do example in temple. So temple is here divided into two words, puja or ghar, which where you can see both of them has its own meaning. Puja means to do that act of worshipping and ghar is the place where you do the puja. Okay, let's see further. Rajputra. Now Rajputra is the Samastapad, that is the word that is formed by joining two different words. Which are those two words? Raja, which is the Purvapad, that is the first part, and the second part, Putra, that is Uttarpad. Okay, Raja ka Putra. This is how we do Samas Vigraha. Now next we are going to look into what is Samas Vigraha. That is when, here I told you Rajputra is a Samastapad. So is Rajputra ko, when we actually split or separate this Rajputra, we separate it by giving some kind of a word in between, because we cannot say Rajaputra. It has no meaning. When we say Raja ka Putra, Raja means a king, Putra means son. Son of king. We won't say a king's son, right? It has no meaning. So Samas Vigrah means when we split a Samastapad, a word, into two with some kind of relation in it. And that is when Samas Vigrah takes place. Let's see further. सामासिक शब्दों के बीच के संबंध को स्पष्ट करने के लिए समास विग्रह कहते हैं. विग्रह के बाद सामासिक शब्द गायब हो जाते हैं, अतः जब समस्त पद के सभी पद अलग अलग किए जाते हैं उसे समास विग्रह कहते हैं. So as I said you earlier, when we split Samaspad with some kind of relation in between, it becomes Samas Vigraha. And when once a word becomes a Samas Vigraha, they are saying Samastapad is vanished, it is disappeared. Why? Because we have split it into two different words. Then Samastapad is there, it doesn't remain anymore. Okay, I'll further explain with example, it will be more clear to you. Like Mata Pita. Mata Pita. Now how is it being? This is a Samastapad where we do Samas Vigraha into Mata or Pita. Mata and Pita. Mother and father. Prayog Shala. Prayog ke liye Shala. Prayog, to use, Shala, a place. A place for some kind of use. Prayog Shala. Prayog ke liye Shala. For some kind of purpose, a place. Okay. Let's see further. Now, समास के भेद होते हैं. That is, समास has its own classifications. It is further classified into 6 classifications. Okay, 6 भेद. 6 classifications are there. अव्ययी भाव, तत्पुरुष, कर्मधारय, द्विगु, द्वंद्व, बहुव्रीहि. Now these are the 6 types of samas. Let's look each and everything. I'll tell you what are the difference between each. Okay, so that it is easy for you to attend all those questions that you get during your exams. Now first समास is अव्ययी भाव समास. जिस समास का पूर्व पद प्रधान हो और वह अव्यय हो उसे अव्ययी भाव समास कहते हैं. दूसरे शब्दों में यदि एक शब्द ही की पुनरावृत्ति हो और दोनों शब्द मिलकर अव्यय की तरह प्रयोग हो, वहां पर अव्ययी भाव समास होते हैं. Now my purpose of taking these videos is to explain it to you in English. So just by reading this in Hindi and word to word explanation, I don't think it will be clear to you. So I'll explain it in my own way. Okay, I'll make it more very easy for you to understand. Like Avyayi Bhav Samas, you have to just keep one thing in mind, that the first word, okay, the first word in whatever word you get in the Samastapad, first word will have a change in it. A very slight change without change in its meaning. Like here, Yatha Shakti. Here actually Yatha means always and Shakti, you know, power. Now how do you make its Vigrah? Shakti ke Anusar. Now Anusar means according to. Okay, according to the power. Shakti ke Anusar. Now Yatha here was always, and Yatha has actually changed to Anusar. The first word has changed. Next, Pratidin, that is each and every day. Prati, each and every day. Again, Prati has its own meaning, Pratyek, that is each and every day. Each and every day. Din. Prati has changed to Pratyek with a very slight difference. Sometimes there will be a slight difference, sometimes a little big difference. Like because Yatha has changed it to Anusar. Now if this kind of words you get in exam, you can identify that these are Avyayi Bhav. Okay, let's move on to next one. तत्पुरुष समास. जिस समास का उत्तर पद प्रधान हो और पूर्व पद गौण हो उसे तत्पुरुष समास कहते हैं. यह कारक से जुड़ा समास होता है. कारक actually means verb. So जैसे I'll explain it with the example. It will be more clear to identify which समास it is. धर्म का ग्रंथ, राजा का कुमार. धर्म का ग्रंथ क्या हुआ? धर्म ग्रंथ. राजा का कुमार, राजकुमार. Now here in this vigrah of samas you can see ka, the word ka here, right? For Tatpurush Samas, always you can see ka, ke, ko, ki, ke liye, mein, par, se. These are the words you have to, please note it down if you don't know about it. Okay, if you find these words in between, you can identify it as Tatpurush Samas. Okay, these samas are very confusing with one another, so you have to take care about what I'm saying, how to identify which samas. Okay, next is Karamdhare. So I hope I'm clear. Tatpurush means there will be ka, ke, ki, ko, par, me, se. Okay, ne will also be there. Okay, this is what Tatpurush समास. Next is कर्मधारय समास. जिस समास का उत्तरपद प्रधान होता है, जिसके लिंग वचन भी समान होते हैं, जो समास में विशेषण विशेष से मिलकर बनते हैं, उसे कर्मधारय समास कहते हैं. Now here what you have to see is that you will have a word के समान. Okay, you will have a word in between ke saman. If there is any samas vigraha with the word ke saman, then it is karamdhare samas. Chandramukh, chandrama ke saman mukh. Ke saman matlab similarity. Chandrama ke similarity. Chandrama means moon. Mukh means face. A face similar to chandrama, to a moon. That is how karamdhare samas is formed. See, neel gagan. Neel hai jo gagan. है जो and के समान. These are the two samas that you have to take care. Remember, two words that you have to remember is है जो and के समान. That comes under कर्मधारय समास. Now let's see what it makes difference from द्विगु समास. द्विगु समास में पूर्व पद संख्यावाचक होता है, that is numbers. कभी कभी उत्तर पद भी संख्यावाचक होता हुआ देखा जा सकता है. So here you will see numbers. द्विगु समास, in द्विगु समास you will see numbers. नवग्रह, 9 ग्रहों का समूह. नवग्रह 9 ग्रह, 9 planets का समूह, ग्रुप. ओके, 9, here came a number 9. दोपहर, 2 पहरों का समाहार. 2 again 2. दोपहर means afternoon. 2, understand no? 2 here is a number which makes it unique that this is द्विगु समास. Next we have द्वंद्व समास. इस समास में दोनों पद ही प्रधान होते हैं. ये दोनों पद एक दूसरे के विलोम होते हैं. विग्रह करने के दोनों पदों के बीच और या आदि शब्दों का प्रयोग होता है. सो हियर इट्स गिवन इन द्वंद्व समास. इन बिटवीन यू विल गेट और, ओके, और द वर्ड या, और and ya. These are the two words you will get in between to show the relation between these two pad, Jal and Vayu. And it is also said both these words will be opposite. Here Jal means water and opposite to that Vayu means air. Jal Vayu, Jal or Vayu. Okay, this is how Dvandu Samas. See next, Dvandu Samas. Pap Punya. Pap means a sin. Punya means some goodness. You have did some good work. Opposite to sin. Pap or is the word which tells it is Dvandu Samas, and also they are opposite. Sorry. Okay, they are opposite. Pap and Punya. नेक्स्ट बहुव्रीहि समास. इस समास में कोई भी पद प्रधान नहीं होता. जब दो पद मिलकर तीसरा पद बनता है तब वह तीसरा पद प्रधान होता है. इसका विग्रह करने पर वाला. सी व्हाट आर द वर्ड्स यूज्ड इन बहुव्रीहि? वाला, है, जो, जिसका, जिसकी, जिसके, वह. These words are used in between. Okay, these words are used in between. जैसे लंबोदर, लंबा है उधर जिसका. दशानन, दश है आनंद जिसके. Now here comes actually you can have a confusion that here also there are numbers like dashanan. Dasha means 10, that is 10. And I have told you earlier that numbers can come in Dvigu Samas. You shouldn't have confusion because in बहुव्रीहि समास the difference is you will have है in the between. Okay, और वाला, जो, जिसका, जिसकी, जिसके. These are the words that comes in between. From that you can understand if it is बहुव्रीहि or द्वंद्व समास. Okay, that's all. I hope I'm clear. If you have any doubt, please mention that in the comment section. And if you want me to make any changes in my presentation, you can mention that too. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and please don't forget to like and share my videos. Thank you.